Welcome to this episode of Ink It Up with Jessica TV. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to add ribbon to your cards. The first way works really well for a thicker ribbon. Sometimes when you tie these into a knot or a bow, they add a lot of bulk to your cards, so I like to add them just straight across. And this works really well when you use a patterned paper. So this is a kind of layout that I use a lot with ribbon and some patterned paper. This piece is 3 inches by 4 inches, and this piece is 4 inches by 5¼ inches, so it fits perfectly on the front of a card. I'm just going to add some tape to this and show you how I get this on the front of my card. And the reason that I do a full piece of white is because it makes it just so much easier to center everything on your card and to tie your ribbon around. So instead of just cutting a smaller piece of white to fit on the top, I like to have a full piece behind. Then I just turn this over and put a little tape right in the middle where this paper is so that I can kind of cover the seam, and then I just lay that across there and tuck the tail ends behind, and it sticks down to the tape that I just put on the back. If you need help getting it straight, you can use a grid paper. And then once you have the tails tucked behind, I'm just going to run some more adhesive. I want to run it right over the tape so that the tape right over the ribbon so that it stays stuck down. And I just want to make sure this piece sticks to the front of my card well. And then you're just ready to add your main image or greeting. The second way to easily add ribbon to your cards is to tie a faux knot. Because when you tie a normal knot, you're tying it twice, it adds a lot of bulk to your cards and it makes it harder to mail. So for this one, I've chosen a ribbon that's not too stiff. It's pretty easy to tie in a knot. And I've done the same thing I did with my first ribbon, is that I tucked the tails behind and taped it down. The paper sizes are all the same. Then I'm going to take this piece and tuck it under my first ribbon and tie it in a knot. I like to cut mine a little bit longer because there's nothing worse than futzing with ribbon that you've cut too short. So give yourself a little extra. Then I'm just going to pull that. You can kind of move it as you need to along your ribbon till it's where you want it. Pull it tight. Make it look nice how you want it to. And then you're just going to trim the ends with a nice sharp pair of scissors. And I do recommend that you have a separate pair of scissors for your ribbon. Don't use the same scissors on your ribbon and on your cardstock. So that's a second way that you can add ribbon easily to your cards. The third way to easily add ribbon to your cards is to actually wrap the ribbon all the way around. So once again, I'm starting with the same base, and I am just going to lay this on top of my ribbon. Now, when I'm going to cut my ribbon, I just lay it out like this so that I have enough of a tail here to tie in a knot and cut it there. Then you just tie it in a knot, adjusting it as you need to. And people always ask me, how do you tie your knots? And I don't know how to explain it, I just do it. So, and of course I think I do it better when I'm not on video, as most things. Pull it tight, and there's your knot. So same thing, you just flip it over. You want to make sure that you add enough tape so that it stays stuck. And I would put this on a card front. And then take my scissors and trim the ends. So there you go. There are 3 easy ways for you to add ribbon to your cards. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, please give me a thumbs up down below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you get notified whenever I have a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and happy stamping!